Alright, here's a question. When was the last time you actually checked the change in your pocket? Did you ever imagine that one tiny coin could be worth over $1 million? I know it sounds unbelievable, but there's one coin out there that has collectors absolutely buzzing. It's the 1994 D Mint Mark quarter, and there are rumors it could be worth as much as $1.3 million. Yes, you heard that right. A single coin that could turn your life around. But here's the kicker. Most people have no idea what makes it so special, and every day someone's unknowingly spending this little gem on a cup of coffee or groceries. Are you one of them? By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, what makes it so incredibly valuable, and if the 1994 D quarter in your hand is the key to financial freedom. So grab your spare change, get comfortable, and stick around. This could be your chance to uncover a life-changing discovery. Let's dive into the history for a moment. But I promise, I won't bore you with a history lesson. Understanding a coin's value is all about knowing what sets it apart, and for the 1994 D Mint Mark quarter, there are a few crucial details. Produced at the Denver Mint, this quarter had a limited run, but there's more. Some quarters were struck with a rare, nearly flawless precision that makes them incredibly valuable to collectors. Now, don't let the words, flawless precision, make you think this is an easy task. Spotting these rare coins is actually like looking for a needle in a haystack. Think you can do it? Imagine the thrill of finding this rare quarter hidden in plain sight, something millions of people overlook every single day. Are you imagining the scene here? You're standing at the checkout, a stack of quarters in your hand. You might be looking at $1 million treasure right there. Feels like a scene out of a movie, right? And yet, it's real, for a few people, that is. Let's break down the specifics. To the untrained eye, the 1994 D Mint Mark quarter looks like any other, but there are unique characteristics you need to know. First, these rare quarters are often distinguished by their sharp details, particularly around Washington's profile and the eagle on the reverse side. Minting experts say that the coins with the highest value often have an exceptionally bold strike, meaning every feature on the coin is pronounced and crisp. Now, here's where things get really interesting. Not only does this coin's condition need to be nearly perfect, but there are particular minting anomalies, like die doubling or mint errors, that make these coins even more unique. Ever heard the phrase, "One man's trash is another man's treasure"? Well, with a coin this valuable, it's probably best to start seeing every quarter as treasure, just in case. But here's the million-dollar question. How can you know for sure that your 1994 D quarter is one of the rare ones? Stay with me because in a moment, we'll cover exactly how to assess your coin and make sure you're not leaving a fortune hidden in your spare change. If you're like most people, you're probably wondering what to do next. Imagine the difference that finding this coin could make in your life. The debt you could pay off, the adventures you could go on, or even that little cabin on a lake you've always dreamed about. But here's the thing, coins like this don't stick around forever. Their value skyrockets in auction because people realize just how rare they are, and collectors are eager to get their hands on them. So, waiting could mean missing out on a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. You've got this quarter in your hand, and you're showing it off to friends, laughing because just a few days ago, you thought it was worth, well, 25 cents. And now it's a ticket to financial freedom. You never look at spare change the same way again, right? If you're serious about finding out the value of your coin, getting it professionally evaluated is your next step. There are appraisers who specialize in rare coins and will give you an honest assessment. Some even offer virtual evaluations where you can send high-resolution images of your coin, giving you peace of mind before you sell. And when it comes to selling, online auction sites like Heritage Auctions or even a private auction with rare coin specialists can yield the best prices. Imagine watching the bids climb higher and higher, knowing that a simple quarter from 1994 could be changing your life. But here's something most people don't know. There are other coins just as rare, just as valuable, hidden in collections, attics, and jars all across America. If you found this video helpful, you'll want to check out my next video on other high-value coins you might already have in your collection. Because let's face it, who doesn't want to know if there's a hidden fortune sitting around their home? Thanks for watching, and remember, the smallest treasures often have the greatest worth. Start checking your quarters, spread the word, and who knows? You might just be the next person who turns 25 cents into $1 million fortune. Did you know that the change sitting in your pocket could potentially change your life? That's right. Today, we're diving into a 1995 D Mint Mark quarter, a coin that's been quietly gaining attention in the rare coin market. And get this, under the right circumstances, it could be worth up to $1.2 million. Let that sink in for a second. One single quarter with the potential to make you a millionaire. Now I know you're thinking, how can something as ordinary as a 1995 quarter be worth millions? Stick with me because the answers might surprise you. Let's face it, if you're anything like most of us, you'd be happy just to find an extra $20 in an old coat pocket. But $1 million quarter? That's on a whole other level. So, what makes this particular 1995 D Mint Mark quarter so special? It's all about the combination of rarity, condition, and, wait for it, collector demand. There were millions of quarters minted in 1995, but only a handful have the unique features that make this coin so valuable. We're talking about rare era coins, pristine uncirculated coins, and yes, some unique minting characteristics that were never meant to be in circulation. And here's where things start to get really interesting. Imagine stumbling across this quarter at the bottom of a junk drawer, barely giving it a second thought. But hidden on the face of that coin could be details invisible to the naked eye, subtle flaws or unique markings. These imperfections are exactly what collectors are looking for. And what if one day, a coin expert told you, hey, this isn't just any quarter. It's worth more than a new luxury car. What would you do next? That's the exciting part. This 1995 D Mint Mark coin, when it has certain specific features, becomes a collector's dream, a treasure that can bring you a serious payday. But here's the kicker. Only a tiny number of these quarters have the distinct qualities that drive the value up to that eye-popping $1.2 million mark. So it's not just any 1995 quarter. It's a quarter with a story, a quarter with rare details that make it one of a kind. But don't rush off to your coin jar just yet. Before you can spot these details yourself, there are 3 crucial factors you need to understand. Alright, let's get into what you need to look for. First, the mint mark placement. The D on the 1995 quarter, if slightly misaligned or doubled, could be the ticket you're looking for. Coin experts call this a double die, and it's a clear indicator of rarity. Second, condition matters. Any minor scratches, discoloration, or imperfections will lower the coin's value drastically. We're talking about coins in near-perfect condition, ones that look as though they were never touched. These are the coins that attract top dollar. So don't go cleaning or polishing anything just yet. In fact, handling them can reduce their value if done incorrectly. And finally, certification. Without official grading, even a rare quarter won't sell for top dollar. This means that if you do find a 1995 D Mint Mark quarter with unique characteristics, your next step should be professional grading. So now the question becomes, could one of these life-changing coins be hiding in your home right now? Think about it. A single coin could open up the door to a new lifestyle, one where you're not worried about finances, where you can live life on your terms. And it's all because you took the time to learn what to look for. Imagine the feeling of uncovering a treasure hidden in plain sight, something so valuable that it could pay off your mortgage, buy you a new car, or even fund your dream retirement. So what's stopping you from searching right now? Take a look at any 1,995 quarters you have lying around. Even if you don't find one right away, there's no shortage of coins out there, and with a little patience, you could end up holding a fortune in your hand. And if you're ready to dive even deeper, hit that subscribe button. We have more tips, more secrets, and more hidden treasures to help you on your journey to financial freedom. Remember, sometimes the most extraordinary things are found in the most ordinary places. That old coin jar just might be the start of something incredible. Are you ready to find out? Imagine finding a quarter from 1986, a coin you probably used to buy candy or pay a parking meter, only to realize it's worth a life-changing $1.3 million today. Yes, you heard that right. $1.3 million for a single quarter. Now, what if you have one sitting somewhere in your house right now? Would you even know it? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to spot this rare coin, what makes it valuable, and if you're one of the lucky ones who might be sitting on a small fortune. In 1986, the US Mint released quarters just like every other year. But hidden among these everyday coins is a small batch from the Philadelphia Mint that's anything but ordinary. Why is it special? Let's go back to that era, a time when no one would suspect a regular quarter would hold such immense value. A time when these coins were simply circulating in cash registers, grocery stores, and kids' piggy banks across the country. Little did anyone know, a few of these coins bore something unique, an anomaly that would later make them collector's gold. Now, here's the fascinating part: many people who have these coins don't realize what they're holding. They go about their day with this small treasure in their possession, totally unaware it's worth enough to buy a house, or even a few. And yes, some of these coins are indeed in circulation today, hiding in plain sight. Feeling a bit curious about that change jar yet? Let's pause for a moment. When was the last time you checked under the couch cushions? Go on, I'll wait. Kidding, but honestly, people have found these coins in the strangest places. So don't discount that old junk drawer just yet. So, what makes this 1986 Mint Mark quarter worth so much? It's a question that has puzzled coin enthusiasts and collectors alike. The key lies in its rarity and a few distinguishing features that separate it from its less valuable counterparts. This particular coin is so rare that even seasoned collectors consider it a holy grail find. We're talking a scarcity so extreme that it has created a frenzy in the collector market. When a coin like this appears at an auction, people scramble to outbid each other, pushing prices to astronomical levels. Now, here's where things get interesting. Identifying the 1986 Mint Mark quarter isn't straightforward. There are precise details to look for. There are subtle signs in the design and texture, small markers of authenticity that you must know. Imagine missing out on $1 million windfall just because you overlooked a tiny symbol. The stakes are high. But don't worry, I'll walk you through these details shortly. Just imagine, though, how thrilling it would feel to spot that mint mark and realize you're holding $1 million coin. Before I reveal the exact details to look for, let me tell you about a true story that will give you chills. A man in Florida sold one of these coins for $1.3 million just a few years back. Imagine the surprise, the life change, the excitement of discovering that your pocket change is actually worth millions. Could that be you next? Let's find out. Alright, here's what you need to look for. First, the Mint mark. It might sound simple, but locating it can be tricky since it's a detail that goes unnoticed by many people. The 1986 quarter's value is linked to this small mark, but it's not just any P. The placement and style are distinct, adding to its rarity. Now add in a sharp, crisp strike, along with a slight error in the design pattern, which you'll find on only a small number of these coins. To add to this, check the coin's edges. Often, wear and tear on these rare coins are clues to their value. If the edges are unusually pristine for its age, it might indicate something special. And if you think you've found one that checks these boxes? My advice: don't try to sell it on your own. Reach out to a reputable coin appraiser or auction house to ensure you're getting top dollar for your find. Let's put it in perspective. A single coin that could make you a millionaire. Think about that. What would you do if you suddenly had $1.3 million in your bank account, all because you spent a few minutes examining your spare change? Would you retire early? Travel the world? Pay off your mortgage? Don't let this chance slip by. Before you go digging through your couch cushions, though, hit that like button if you found this video helpful, and subscribe for more tips on finding hidden treasures in plain sight. Remember, time is ticking, and coins like these are getting harder to find with each passing year. So, the next time you find an old quarter, take a closer look. It just might be worth more than you ever imagined. A simple $quarter coin you could find lying around, but this one is worth $1.4 million. Sounds unreal, right? What if I told you, right now, you could have a fortune hiding in your own pocket change? We're talking about a rare 1999 New Jersey quarter that collectors are going crazy for. By the end of this video, you'll know why this coin is worth such a jaw-dropping sum and how you could discover one yourself. So grab your loose change, because this may be your ticket to financial freedom. Now, I know what you're thinking. It's just a quarter. How valuable can it really be? Let's dive into the fascinating world of rare coins and discover what makes this one so special. Stick with me, because the details could be life-changing. Now, let's rewind to 1999. The U.S. Mint was celebrating the 50 States Quarters program, which was one of the most ambitious coin series ever. This program honored each state with a unique quarter, and in 1999, New Jersey's iconic quarter was introduced. But here's where it gets interesting. While millions of these quarters were produced, only a select few have a unique error that has turned them into pure gold for collectors. And before you wonder, no, we're not talking about a leprechaun-level Lucky Charm. There's a solid, technical reason why this particular coin is so valuable. But here's the kicker. You can't just eyeball these coins. You need to know exactly what to look for. And don't worry, because in a moment I'll reveal what makes this quarter truly one in a million. Now, let's talk about the error that makes this coin so valuable. Because yes, this quarter may look like any other, until you know its secret. So, what exactly is it that drives collectors wild and pushes the value up to $1.4 million? Here's the shocking truth. The rare 1999 New Jersey quarter is known as an off-center error coin. In simple terms, during minting, the design shifted, leading to a distinctive misalignment. This error was rare and random enough to make the coin practically priceless today. These errors only happened in limited runs and were quickly caught, which means only a few actually made it out to the public. But those few? They're the million-dollar coins people are scrambling to find right now. So, if you've ever wondered why Grandpa obsessively inspects every coin he gets, maybe he's onto something. Now that you know about the error, the real question is, do you have one? Well, finding it is a bit like hitting the lottery. But here's the exciting part, it's not impossible. I'll tell you exactly how to spot one and increase your chances of finding this rare gem in your own coin collection. First, let's talk about what to look for. Pull out any 1999 New Jersey quarters you have and check for an obvious misalignment in the design. The Statue of Liberty on one side and Washington on the other should be noticeably shifted. If your coin has this off-center look, congratulations, you may be holding a fortune. But don't just stop there. Many collectors are missing out because they don't know the final steps to confirm their find. I'll explain those in just a second, so hang tight. Now, here's the tricky part. Even if you find one, what next? You might think you can walk into a bank and exchange it for a fortune. But there's a process to follow, and if you miss a step, you could end up losing out on thousands, or even millions. So, if you think you've found this rare 1999 New Jersey quarter, here's what to do. First, get it appraised by a professional coin dealer. This isn't something you want to leave to guesswork. Next, make sure to protect it from any damage. Even a small scratch could lower its value. Finally, list it with a certified auction house, where high-end collectors are likely to bid on it. And yes, they're waiting. So, what are you waiting for? Check your quarters, because the next time you pull out change for a coffee, you could be holding $1 million coin. The thrill of the find, the potential for wealth, it's all within reach. Just imagine the life you could lead with that extra boost of wealth. If you found this helpful, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. I'll be covering more rare coins that could make a difference in your life. Because wealth isn't just about earning, sometimes, it's about discovering what you already have. What if I told you a simple 1989 quarter hiding in your spare change could be worth a life-changing $1.2 million? Yes, that's right. One little quarter with no mint mark could pay off your mortgage, secure your retirement, or even make your lifelong dreams a reality. Imagine finding a hidden treasure buried in plain sight, right in your wallet. But here's the thing, this isn't just about any quarter. It's about one very rare, very specific 1989 quarter without a mint mark that has collectors buzzing. Now you might be thinking, really, a quarter? Worth over $1 million? Yes. And by the end of this video, you'll know how to spot it, why it's worth so much, and how to see if you're holding a piece of modern treasure. Stay with me, because every detail matters here. We'll reveal everything you need to know, because who knows, this rare piece could be waiting for you to discover it. Let's dive into what makes this coin so exceptional and so unbelievably valuable. Now, before you go running to check your spare change, remember that this rare find is not common. But that's what makes it all the more exciting. Because if you have it, you could be holding the key to financial freedom. Let's start with the basics. You may be wondering, why does this particular quarter have no mint mark? Good question. In the world of coin collecting, the mint mark, usually found on the front of the coin, indicates where it was minted: Denver, Philadelphia, or San Francisco. But this 1989 quarter, for reasons still not entirely known, has no mint mark. And this anomaly alone sets it apart, making it one of the rarest coins out there. So why the astronomical value? For one, collectors are fascinated by anomalies. Errors, oddities, and things that don't belong. These make coins more than just money. They become historical treasures. And as any collector will tell you, rarity equals value. But here's the twist. Only a handful of these 1989 no-mint mark quarters have been authenticated. With only a few in existence, and demand constantly rising, the value has skyrocketed to an astounding $1.2 million for those in near-perfect condition. Imagine the thrill. Finding one of these rare coins and knowing its worth could redefine your entire future. But wait, don't grab your magnifying glass just yet. You need to know what to look for. Many people mistake other quarters for this one and miss out on a true fortune. But let's be clear, checking under the couch cushions may not cut it. Rare finds like these don't pop up daily. That's why they're worth millions. Wouldn't it be amazing if they did, though? Suddenly everyone's pocket change could make them millionaires. But this quarter? It's rare, like unicorn rare. Alright, you're probably wondering, how do I know if I have the quarter? Here's where the search begins. Pay attention because these key identifiers are essential if you're serious about finding this $1 million gem. Now, let's talk identification. First and foremost, this 1989 quarter should have absolutely no mint mark on it. Flip it to the front, under the date. You'll either see a tiny P for Philadelphia, D for Denver, or S for San Francisco, or nothing at all. And that nothing is exactly what we're looking for. But wait, before you celebrate, there's another factor. This coin's condition, or grading, dramatically affects its value. A quarter with a minting anomaly in mint condition can be worth millions, but if it's heavily worn, the value can drop significantly. You're probably asking, so how perfect does it need to be? Here's where professional coin grading comes in. Coin grading services, like the Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS), will authenticate and rate your coin. An MS-67 rating or higher puts you in millionaire territory. Lower ratings? Still valuable, but you're no longer in the seven-figure range. And here's a thought: who knew pocket change could be so high maintenance? But this isn't any pocket change, it's potential wealth. Imagine finding your quarter, sending it off for grading, and anxiously waiting to hear if it's worthy of that $1 million valuation. The anticipation alone could drive anyone crazy, but with stakes this high, every step is worth it. Because if you find the right coin, your life could take a serious turn. Now, for those who find they have an authentic, high-grade 1989 no-mint mark quarter, auctions are where the magic happens. Auction houses are flooded with wealthy collectors eager to invest in rare, unique finds like this. And remember, they're not bidding on just a quarter, they're bidding on history. So, what's next for you? How do you turn this discovery into cash, without getting scammed or undersold? If you're serious about cashing in, you need to consider professional coin appraisers or major auction houses, not just any buyer. And trust me, a $1.2 million quarter isn't something you sell to just anyone. You want top experts who understand the true worth of what you've got. So, here's your mission: check your quarters. Look for that elusive 1989 with no mint mark and, if you're lucky enough to find it, get it graded by professionals. This one small step could change everything. Remember, fortunes don't just happen to other people, they happen to those who go looking for them. This could be your moment. This could be your $1 million discovery. So, don't just wonder if you have it. Go check, take action, and maybe, just maybe, you'll be the one telling the story of finding a quarter worth over $1 million.